Hello, Liver Flush Man here. Today I'm going to talk about how and why ultrasounds can be wrong for diagnosing liver and gallbladder stones. The reason why ultrasounds can be wrong is because stones, there's two kinds of stones, calcified and uncalcified stones. And calcified stones are hard and dense. They have full calcified through age. Usually they're typically older, like maybe 10 years or older, and they're formed through rising calcium also in the liver and blood, and bilirubin levels. All right, this is going to cause the calcification, and these calcified stones are easily detected by ultrasound technology. They show up quite well when done an ultrasound, and they're easily detected. The non-calcified versions, depending on how much calcium deposits they have and bilirubin, will be to the degree that that they show up on ultrasounds. So the fact is, the truth of it is that by the age of 20 or 30, for the average person, their liver, because of the foods we eat in today's world, the diets the lifestyles we live, the water we drink with chlorine and different things, and you know, all the and the foods we eat, the air we breathe from the cars and the toxins, all this, by the age of 20 or 30, the average liver by that time has hundreds of stones, but more realistically, thousands of stones. All right. Even people and doctors that work with the liver quite intimately don't really realize how many stones the liver actually has in the average person, and some medical doctors go strictly by the ultrasound and whether it shows the calcified stones or not. In most cases, calcified stones are more toxic to the liver as they rub in the liver, and they are harder, so they cause friction, they cause congestion, and they rub, so they cause swelling and inflammation, which is the beginning stages of the scar tissue forming in the liver, such as fibrosis and then later cirrhosis of the liver. So a lot of these doctors will tell you that they didn't see any stones, or you know that there's no problems with stones in your liver or gallbladder, when in actuality, you know, the truth is you probably have thousands of these stones. They haven't become calcified. They are still damaging to the liver. They congest the liver. They cause it to swell, inflame, eventually scarring. It also limits the bile flow in the liver and the production and secretion of bile. So these stones, ultrasounds can be wrong, and typically, you know, even these, like I say, these doctors that work with the liver quite intimately don't have any idea of how many stones are actually in the liver. Now, the liver is the largest internal organ in the body. It's under the right lower rib cage, and it is so large that there can be way more stones in there than we actually realize. As well, the gallbladder contains stones, and during the liver and gallbladder flush, we release both the liver stones and the gallbladder stones. The stones are typically formed in the liver through coagulated bile, and then dumped into the gallbladder. They can also form in the gallbladder, but typically they are made in the liver and then dumped in the gallbladder through the bile ducts. So if you were diagnosed with, you had an ultrasound done and they said you don't have stones, that may not be the case. So that's it about the how ultrasounds can be wrong, and how even your doctor may not be aware that if the stones don't show up on an ultrasound, it doesn't mean that you still don't have them, or even many, and possibly even thousands. Thank you.